Super Bowl Sunday! And joining with us is another YouTube channel.
From the UK.
Walking with the Woods.
Be sure to check out their YouTube channel. They are incredible. And the Wood family has some questions about American football.
And with my little bit of knowledge, I'm going to try to do the best I can together to help answer them.
Let's see what happens.
So let's get ready to go on this Super Bowl Sunday adventure that rocks.
So, Adventures That Rock. I feel like what we want to know is just what is the Super Bowl? How many teams are in it? What kind of competition is it? Is it a one-day thing? Is it a year-long competition? What is it? Two states battling against each other? What is the Super Bowl?
Walking with the Woods, the Super Bowl is
Two teams.
that play American football.
32 teams come together in September.
And it all comes down to two teams battling one game in February.
Ta-da!
Now let's hear some more of these pressing questions from across the big pond.
For the past maybe 5, maybe even 10 years, I keep hearing this name Tom Brady. And Tom Brady is like the god of American football. Like, people used to love him, and then it seemed like people used to hate him. Who's Tom Brady?
Who is Tom Brady? He has led his team to 6 Super Bowl wins. But Nick, I gotta tell you, that is not the Brady you want to watch out for. There's a Brady out there who really knows how to throw a football, my friend. Look up Greg Brady.
Quite clearly, there's a time difference between our two countries. 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7 hours, depending on where you are in the States. However, when we refer to time, we have a specific value. Let's take, for example, the word a quarter. In our world, a quarter is 15 minutes. But it seems like when I'm watching the Super Bowl, a quarter could be 30 minutes, could be an hour. Apparently, a few years ago, it was 2 hours. Just what on earth is going on with your quarters?
That is a great question, Nick.
So the game stops so many times because, like me, sometimes my shoe comes untied. So you gotta stop the clock. I might want a hot dog. So you gotta stop the clock. Players get thirsty out on that field. You gotta stop the clock.
So do the players actually stop and eat a hot dog in the middle of a Super Bowl?
Well, what do you think happens off camera? They might get the munchies or something out there.
I guess
Think
so.
about it. Everyone else is eating pizza and hamburgers and dogs out there. If I'm on the field smelling all that, I might get hungry and want a snack. Stop the clock. Also, out there, what if the coach tells me a play, I get out there and I forget what that play is? Stop the clock and tell me again what it is.
I think that's a good answer, huh?
The thing that we can compare American football to over here, somewhat compare it to, is rugby. And in rugby, it's a pretty tough contact sport. They wear shirts, shorts, socks and boots. Most players don't even wear shin pads. They also have metal toe caps in their boots. American football, however, very similar looking game, but you wear helmets, you wear pads. Why? What's with the helmets and the pads? I thought you guys were tough.
That's because Rock gets hurt all the time.
This is true. I even cut myself shaving right here this morning. So the pads and helmets protect the players. And I know it might seem silly, but there are a lot of injuries all the time out there. And I know I would need to be in like a huge protective bubble if I was getting smacked around like that and being crushed to the ground by 3 people at a time.
Yeah, they are pretty brutal out there.
I, for one, am quite impressed with America and the way it gets behind its sports, such as Super Bowl, for example. Super Bowl Sunday, we keep hearing about all these amazing Super Bowl parties. We don't really do that over here with things like the football, aka soccer, for the things like the FA Cup or the World Cup. If an England game's going on, we generally, back in the old world anyway, go to the local pub and probably smash back far too many beers and sing really bad songs out of tune. Back in the old world, what would a typical Super Bowl Sunday look like in your house?
All right, Nick, so this is what it's like to watch the Super Bowl in the old world.
Right there. If I hold it right there, the antenna. Look, I got a clear picture, Sandy. Don't move. If I stay in this position, don't move. I got a clear picture.
I don't think that's what he means. But hey, you get the picture, Nick.
My earliest memory of football, American football, was way back in the 90s when Jim Carrey had to find out who stole Snowflake. Was Snowflake really the mascot of the Miami Dolphins? And did he really have a home on the Miami Dolphins football field?
About Snowflake, Nick. Let me tell you, I've been to a few Miami games, and I've never seen a dolphin swimming in a pool at the Dolphins Stadium.
But if you need a pet detective, you know where to look.
I'm your guy.
Over here, Walking with the Woods are pretty big WWE fans. Way back in, maybe 20 years ago, 2000, 2001, the owner of WWE, Vince McMahon, bought, or in fact created, the Extreme Football League, the XFL. And he said that was going to compete during the off-season of the NFL, which he referred to as the No Fun League. Had a few good ideas by the sounds of it, but it went out of business after a season. Recently, it was revived, and it went bankrupt. But even more recently, The Rock went and bought the XFL. Luckily enough, we're here today with The Rock. So Rock, tell me exactly, what are your plans for the XFL? And do you think it's a viable alternative or a solution for the average football fan wanting to watch football during the regular NFL offseason?
Nick, I gotta tell you, with the XFL, my pockets aren't that deep.
And no one can smell what this rock is cooking.
On a similar note, I've heard of these things called snack stadiums. And from what some of my friends from the States tell me and some of the things I've seen on Google, they're pretty impressive. Have you ever built a snack stadium? And what's the most impressive snack stadium you've ever seen in real life?
I gotta say, I've never heard of a snack stadium.
Yeah, you know, it's those, like, you build a stadium out of all the sandwich, meat, and bread, or whatever you have for a football, Superbowl Sunday feast.
Oh, so if, like, someone happened to own a Mickey Mouse waffle maker and wanted to build a snack stadium out of Mickey Mouse waffles, then Nick, I know whose house we can come over to.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a great idea, actually. I think we should do that next year. Super Bowl 56.
Absolutely.
Ray Finkel, real person? Or was he just made up for the movie? And what's this whole deal with Laces Out? I never quite understood that.
And that final question, Nick, about Ray Finkel, he clearly missed that kick. Laces in or out, he just flat out missed it. We hope you guys enjoyed our collaboration
With Walking in the Woods.
Be sure to check them out. We're going to put their link in the description down below. Make each and every day an adventure that rocks.